back to my channel. My name is Alondra Elizabeth. I am a first generation Latina currently waiting for application decisions for law school. This video is going to be a little bit different, or I'm at least not strictly about law school. I asked in my last video like what everyone was kind of thinking or like hoping to see on my channel, and like I myself kind of just spent more time thinking about what I wanted to do here. And truth be told, I feel like I just wanted to be more open about what I do, or like just have more fun with this channel. So I figured, because right now I'm not doing anything besides waiting for application decisions. I figured I can do a little bit more of other things. So I am going to be starting with a basic YouTube channel staple, which is just a Q&A. So I asked on my Instagram that partners with this channel, which for maybe y'all who didn't catch my last video, it is at ae.aspiring.attorney. I'll leave it here. So yes, let's get started with this Q&A. So I asked on that Instagram if anyone had any questions, and so I got a few. I wrote them down, so if I'm looking somewhere, this is where it is. Also, if you hear any background noise, I'm playing some music off my CD player, so yeah. Alright, so it's 12 questions. Question number 1, what are you most nervous about in this upcoming year? So the first thing that popped into my mind was law school. Like, I'm hoping to start this year, hopefully everything happens correctly. Another thing that came to my mind was about moving, but honestly that's not really it. I am pretty excited to move to a new city, explore new things, and just, I don't know, begin that phase of my life, because I've been wanting this for such a long time that I'm just excited. But I am very, very nervous about starting law school. So definitely the thing I'm most nervous about this year. Number 2, furthest that I've been from home. So I've only been to Italy and Peru, and I was gonna do research and like check which one's further, but to me at least Italy feels like the furthest I've been, just because I was there for a month. So I was just, I don't know, it was definitely like times that I was very, very homesick. And for Peru, I was only there for 1 week during spring break, so it didn't feel like I was far from home. I came back, pretty quickly. But Italy definitely did feel like I was there for a long time, and it felt a bit daunting at times, especially because I did Italy first and alone, and Peru was like with friends, and it came after the fact. So yeah, I think Italy is my answer to that. Number 3, my birthday. My birthday is August 17. Summer girl here. There's not much to say. That's my birthday. Number 4, have you ever cried while watching a movie? So this question kind of made me laugh, because I usually, not like pride myself, but I don't normally cry for like a lot of things, like in general, books, etc. But one movie that came to mind that I actually cried for was Coco, and I remember my friend watching it before I did, and he told me like, you're gonna cry, and I was like, I never cry, but I did cry. big old tears for that grandma scene, which I'm sure everybody cries for. So yeah, that's a movie that I've cried. Number 5, what did you look for in a law school? So for this, I was looking first and foremost for law schools that had immigration programs, because that's what I'm interested in. I literally Googled law schools with immigration programs when I first started my search. And then after that, I began looking at schools that were on the smaller side and that had a welcoming student body. So I would look at student organizations and just looking at how like the vibe was, because I'm not really interested in big law, and I would want to avoid like cutthroat culture. So that's kind of what I was looking for in law schools, trying to find schools that were welcoming, were small, and that definitely had an immigration program or clinic for me to be able to do. Number 6, my favorite movie. My favorite movie, for those of you who know me, is Spirit. I am literally obsessed. My friend got me this for Christmas 2 years ago, based off like the new TV show that they have on Netflix, which by the way I do watch, even though it's meant for 10 to 12 year olds. And I literally have the movie like on display back here. I am obsessed with this movie. I watch it like once a year minimum, if not more. It's just my comfort movie. I don't know. So that's my favorite movie. Number 7, where would your dream holiday be? This was almost like an immediate response for me because I want to have like the white Christmas in New York City. So I don't even know if like New York actually is like white Christmas like you see on the like holiday movies, but I don't know. I don't know. I just made up in my mind, and I kind of just want to be there. I've been daydreaming about lately, literally living in New York City from the months of like October to February, and like I just want to make that happen at some point in my life. I don't even know how that would look like or why I would make that possible, but that is my dream holiday. If you can count that, that's technically covering all the holidays. But yes, New York City. Number 8, would you like to be famous? So I feel like I kind of answered this, but no. I'm not interested in big law. Like, I'm not interested in being like a big, my name on billboards attorney. I don't really have an interest for being famous. I feel like at some point I did, and I think most people do have that, like, ooh, what if I was famous? But no, I'm fine being me, just chilling. Yeah, no interest on being famous. Number 9, my favorite TV show. Okay, this was very hard. I definitely delved into like Netflix world, and then with like Disney Plus, and like Hulu, and like all these other websites. And I don't even know how accurate this is, but my answer is Marvel Agents of Shield. I've rewatched it 2 times in totality, and planning on doing a third. So I guess it makes it my favorite show. I think I've, besides Spirit, which is a movie, so it doesn't count. I think it's one of the shows that I've watched the most. So I don't know. Make of that what you will. Number 10, what's your lucky number? I don't think I have a lucky number. I have a favorite number, which is 3. I just love it. I like the song Jack Johnson, like 3 is a magic number. Yes, it is. That is just has always been on my mind. I heard it in 3rd grade for the first time with my teacher. She always used to play Jack Johnson, and it was just such a fun vibes. Like, it just brings me really good memories. And then also, yeah, I'm Catholic. We have like the Holy Trinity, the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. I don't know. I just feel like 3 feels good. I just really like it. So I don't know if it's lucky. I've had no real chances of like numbers having anything to do with luck in my life, but I really like the number 3. Number 11, if you win the lottery, what would you do? Not gonna lie, I've actually given this a lot of thought because I think when I turned 18, I was working at a law firm, and they did, like, we all pulled in for some lottery thing. I don't even know. But I was literally planning it out. Like, what if we won the lottery? Like, what would I do with my share? Which is not the same, like, is my share versus the whole lottery. But I honestly divided it up. So I was like 40% would go into my savings. 20% would go into like my normal bank account. Another 20% would go towards a vacation or something that I would want to do like in the moment. And 20% I would give to my parents. So I don't even, lottery was just a broad question. I don't know what the amounts would be, but that's how I kind of split it up. I think it's a good plan if I were to ever win the lottery. And number 12, this is the last question. Do you still have your childhood teddy bear? So I don't know if my parents actually gave me a teddy bear as a child, but this is one of the oldest like stuffed animals that I have, and it's like a dog. So I've had this since 3rd grade. I moved cities in 3rd grade. Best friend at the time, his family really got me this little dog when I moved, so I would like remember them and like the city. And this has been with me to various shows and tells because I always tell this story. So yeah, I guess I do still have it and plan on having it. I don't really want to dispose of it. I like it. And one more thing that I wanted to add for this video, because I actually got so excited talking about the possibility of doing this in my videos, in my last video. So I felt I would do it. I would add it in my like current reads. So this first book I've actually been reading for like a month. Yikes. It's Rosa de Montero, La hija del caníbal. I want to read more books in Spanish just to keep the practice of my Spanish in regards to like scholar scholarly endeavors. Like, I've always dreamt that I want to be able to be my own like person, like in practice, as in like I want to be able to read all like legal documents in Spanish, be able to speak in Spanish, be able to write in Spanish. And I'm a native speaker, but like, you know, like educational Spanish is very different. I mean, and so is legal Spanish, obviously, like same thing with English. So I've always just really tried to be super extra about practicing my Spanish in different mediums. So this is a book that I picked up, funny story, with my friend. We went to a bookstore and she actually bought it. It's hers, but I was like, we both wanted it. But at the end of the day, I brought it home with me. So I'm actually reading it first before she is. But just fine because she works and like she's more busy. She's out of reading books, so it's chill. I'm giving it back to her after this. But yeah, it's taking me about like a month to read. I'm like about almost done. This is all I have left. It's a really good book. It's just kind of slow. Like there's a lot of inner monologues of the main character, and I don't know, like part of me kind of bores me a little bit, and I don't know if it's Spanish, but it's harder to get through that. So, but yes, recommend. And then this other book, this is like the third time I'm second time I'm reading the series in its entirety, because the series is actually complete. But this series is so good. I think I started reading it. Yeah, I started reading it in college, so it was just amazing way to get back into like the fantasy world of reading. This is the fifth or sixth book. I'm literally a terrible fan, but I would recommend reading this series. Throne of Glass, Sarah J. Maas. Just read it, read it, read it. So good. One of my favorite characters of all time. Main characters of all time, like female, badass. Yeah, so I'm excited. This was fun for me. Hopefully this is fun for you. Let me know what you think. If you have any ideas, I do have some planned, and trying to like just show a little bit more about who I actually am as a person versus my law school path, which I feel can be very dry at times. So leave in the comments below what you thought, if you've read any of these books, if you recommend me any books. I'm always down. I'm literally a book nerd. This is one bookshelf. I have an entire one filled out in the living room, and like my brother has more books under his bed. Like we literally read so much. Yes, like and subscribe this video, and comment down below. Let me know. I want to be more interactive with you guys as well. Thanks for watching.